It's not good enough. It's simply not good enough anymore. Very few positives, but the gap still remains at 6 points. We had to win this game. I stressed in my preview we have to get 3 points. It's absolutely crucial. It's absolutely vital, and we failed to do so. Too many poor performances. Tactically spot off. Tuchel has to take some blame. I'll be delving into why he has to take some blame. I thought the substitutions weren't correct. I thought that there were some better substitutions to be made. And some really poor performances. I think, again, United came and got what they wanted. United came into this game and they wanted a draw. And I said in my preview that don't expect a high-scoring game. I said expect a 0-0 or a slim Chelsea victory, because United, we know what they're all about. Low block, compact, and then press and transition with speed on the counter. That's how United play. That's how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, sets up his team against away at the top 6. And there's a reason why they are unbeaten, away from home since January 2020. In regards to us, we had chances to win this game. Ziyech should have scored, Giroud should have scored, Mount should have scored, and there's no excuses at all. There is no excuses for this poor performance. You can't you can't tell me that fatigue was a factor. It wasn't. We played Tuesday evening. We had a 5-day rest compared to United, who played on Thursday night, albeit they rotated and rested some players, but we also rotated. We have a thick squad with quality. It's simply inexcusable. We had to have won this game. We had to get the 3 points. Of course, it's not a disaster. It's not a catastrophe. Catastrophe should have been, would have been to lose this game, and we didn't. So there is a slim positive, but nothing really changes. Nothing really changes. Our quest for top 4, it's not good enough. We were 6 points behind United before the game, and we're still 6 points behind them after the game. So nothing changes, and now, before this game we had United and Liverpool, and I said that we have to get at least 1 win from these 2 games. Okay, we've drawn against United, meaning we have to go to Anfield now and win. We have to. And as difficult as it's going to be, we have to get 3 points. And today would have been ideally the better time to get 3 points, because we're at home, we're against a team that's not as good as Liverpool, on based on quality. I know they're on better form, but no excuses. I'm really upset because I expect a lot better from this crop of players. A lot better. Now, before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that stuff, and comment down below what your thoughts, opinions were. And starting off the lineup, again, we had a 3-4-2-1, the classic formation. We know Thomas Tuchel was going to set up with that formation. Edouard Mendy in goal, the same back three of Azpilicueta, Christensen and Rudiger. We had the full-backs of Chilwell and Hudson-Odoi. Now, I was really impressed with the fact that he utilised Chilwell in this game, and I said in the preview that Chilwell has the pace of Alonso, so he can bomb back and forward and he can stop that counter-attacking transition by United, because they're going to break with pace. So if you have Chilwell, who's got a lot more pace compared to Alonso, he can deal with that threat. And there's a prime example in that first half where Chilwell and Kante dealt with that threat, but if Alonso was playing, he wouldn't have recovered back in time, and that could have been a goal. So again, good tactical change from Tuchel there, but one of his only ones. I thought quite poor from him today. Pivot of Kante and Kovacic, no Jorginho this game. Was he rested? I'll delve into that in a second. And we had the front three of Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech and Olivier Giroud. Now, again, a bit of a rotated team. So again, fatigue cannot be used as an excuse. I don't want to hear all this stuff that, the players are tired. We have a fixed squad. We have a quality squad. And we even rotated some players. So I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear fatigue as an excuse. This was simply a poor performance where some players were not up to the standards. And there's no excuse from that. I'm really upset with this. And I'm pissed off. I really am, because this is a fantastic opportunity to go and get the 3 points. United were there for the taking. We had amazing opportunities to kill the game. The way that Mason Mount was operating the half spaces, the way that he was in the half turn, creating opportunities, operating in the pocket, moving the ball nicely, nice switches. Again, he should have scored himself. Olivier Giroud, again, a poor performance. He should have banged the goal. Hudson-Odoi puts a fantastic, superb cross in, and Giroud should have buried it. Unfortunately, the ball doesn't go in the back of the net. And, another missed opportunity. Hudson-Odoi comes over half-time. Reece James replaces him. And a lot of people are fuming on Twitter, actually. And I said, let's be patient, because we don't know the full context of the situation. It turns out that Hudson-Odoi was having an ice pack around his knee at half-time. So, again, it was because he's injured. So, again, let's relax on that one. Reece James came on. And the reason why I don't like or rate Reece James at right wing-back, I rate him as a footballer. I think that he will be the best right-back in the world. He has fantastic world-class talent. But he's a right-back. He's not a right wing-back. And the reason why is he's not dynamic enough for the right wing position. He's not. He can't bomb up and down enough. That's why he can't last the full 90 minutes, because even though he's got fantastic versatile crossing, he hasn't got the stamina or the dynamism to bomb up and down. He just hasn't got that. Hence why I don't rate him at right wing back. And there was multiple times it's caught out because that right wing back spot, he's not suited for that specific position. And again, we look at the pivot as well. Listen, today confirmed a lot of things for me, and one of the things that it confirmed for me was we cannot hold the ball, we cannot dominate the midfield or control possession without Jorginho. This is not an agenda, this is not me throwing propaganda out, this is the simple facts. The amount of time the United beat the press, pressurised us with intensity, and we struggled to beat the press was because Jorginho wasn't there. Kante, he's got other strengths, and his limitations is ball playing. He hasn't got the ball progression statistics or the metrics. He isn't fantastic or comfortable with beating the press where Jorginho is. Kovacic was fantastic. I don't want to hear anything else. This man is world class. The way he's transitioning the play, he's dribbling, his diagonal switches. But this is why Jorginho and Kovacic complement each other. I said multiple times, if Jorginho played today, we would have been able to beat the press a lot more easily, beat Manchester United's high press, and we could have created a lot more opportunities on the counter and by beating their press, offloading off them. But he didn't play, and there could be reasons for that. Jorginho's played pretty much every single game since Thomas Tuchel's come in. We're playing every 3-4 days. He needs a rest, so I understand from that perspective. We have Liverpool on Thursday. We need players to be, fired up and 100% fit and ready for the Liverpool game. So again, we have a fixed squad. We need to utilise everyone. Understandable. He's resting Jorginho for Liverpool. So, fair enough. Okay, I understand that. But again, we see the issues there. Without Jorginho, we cannot control or dominate the midfield or dominate possession. And that's a massive weakness of ours. And we look at the front three again. Ziyech, such a poor performance. Such a poor performance. The amount of times that he lost possession. The amount of times he made the wrong decision. This is the other thing I want to stress as well is the decision making by this team, especially in the last 20-30 metres by this front three, is absolutely diabolical. It's a diabolical shambles. The decision making, the passing, the amount of times the passes were under hit or over hit or completely mishit. There was one time Ziyech received the ball when he completely hit it out of play when Hudson-Odoi is running. I'm thinking, bruv, look up. The amount of times the passes were misplaced. Mason Mount kept hitting under hit passes. I'm thinking, come on, it's ridiculous. And the decision making, the amount of times Mason Mount could have played the ball here, but he plays the ball here. And the same goes for Hakim Ziyech as well. And it was so frustrating. It was such an irritating game, and a very boring game for the neutral, by the way. But it's just such a cagey game, a compact game, so lethargic. The ball wasn't moved quick enough. I wasn't impressed at all. No, I simply wasn't impressed with his performance. I really wasn't. Again, lethargic passing. The passing wasn't quick. There wasn't quick movement. And I understand that because United are sitting with a low block. They're sitting very compact and deep, and it's difficult. And I'm sorry, but it's not good enough. It has to improve. The decision making, whether that's going to be drilled in training. And listen, I'm giving Thomas Tuchel plenty of time, of course. He needs time to implement his tactics, his ideas, his philosophy, and he's going to have a pre-season for that. He's going to have a couple of additions for that. Personnel that's going to match his system, have the team in his image. I fully understand that, but I thought the substitutions were off. I understood the Reece James one because Callum Hudson-Odoi came off injured, but I thought the other subs were made too late. Ziyech was really, really poor in the first half. I personally would have taken him off and put Pulisic a lot earlier. And what I liked about this was Timo Werner came on. Again, he came on too late, 77th minute. It's too late in my personal opinion. Havertz was an unused substitution. I think Havertz a false nine today would have been very suitable. Havertz a false nine was his best position at Bayer Leverkusen. Again, he's a generational talent, we know that, but I think he could have come on. Again, he would have been a lot more mobile compared to Giroud, offered us a lot more in terms of link-up play, passing, the fact that he can arrive late in the box and making runs multiple times, linking up the play of your Pulisic, your Mason Mount, etc. with the wing-backs. Again, there could have been various other things that Thomas Tuchel could have done to ensure that, give us a greater chance and opportunity to win this game, and unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Again, it's not a catastrophe because we didn't lose, but at the same time, we're at home. We needed the 3 points to close the gap. We didn't close the gap. The gap remains 6 points. And listen, our quest for top 4 is a bit damaging. It is a bit damaging, of course. I still think we'll get top 4, but it's not good, especially with West Ham dropping points. This is a perfect opportunity to climb into top 4, meaning that Liverpool Anfield is a must-win game. We now have to go to Anfield and we have to get the 3 points. Listen, if we go away to Liverpool and we get the 3 points, no complaint, we can forget about this game. But my problem is I don't think we will. And I think this is the question now that I'm going to pose to you guys. And we really need to start asking this question. Have we overrated the squad? Is this squad as good as our fans make out? You know, everyone claiming this squad is top 3 in Europe, or, you know, at least second in the league. And, you know, is it really? Listen, we have a very good squad, and I'm not talking about best 11 here. I'm just talking about solely on the squad. Best 11, I think we do have one of the best 11s in Europe. You know, full fit, full quality, on form, etc. But when it comes to utilising the whole squad, is it a bit overrated? That's the question I want to pose. And listen, we're in for another big summer. You know, Roman's already going to, you know, there's been reports that Roman's going to spend heavily again, invest and back Tuchel financially. So we're going to have a massive summer, which is fantastic because that's what we need. We need another couple of world-class additions and some players to leave. And I think then you'll see the real Chelsea in a Chelsea in the image of Tuchel, and you'll be seeing us convert these draws into 3 points. But it's just really irritating. It's really irritating. But that is my review for the Chelsea versus Manchester United game. If you did enjoy this review, you've got to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.